Welcome back, everybody. My name is Joe, and this is the Joe is Hungry channel, where today we're headed back to Arby's to check out a returning limited time offer, the loaded Italian sandwich. Tear it all apart, throw it on the scales, give it a score right here within the city limits of Fairmount, Georgia. Marcus and Melissa, congratulations on your recent engagement. Victoria, thank you for the generous support of the channel. VTuber, Sagita, from me to you, I want to wish you a very happy birthday. Josh, a special belated happy birthday to you, and thank you for supporting the channel. Charlie, thank you for your support and happy birthday. Kenny, Andy, Jennifer, happy birthday and thank you for your support. Celeste, Carolyn, thank you and happy birthday. Evelyn, Nick, Jim and Grant, Anthony, Christine, Eddie and John, I want to wish each and every one of you a very happy, hungry birthday. With that business behind us, the Arby's loaded Italian sandwich, last seen in 2021, is constructed with ham, salami, and pepperoni, one slice of Swiss cheese, sort of an odd choice for an Italian sub, shredded lettuce, banana peppers, red onions and tomatoes, garlic aioli, all on an Arby's sub roll. A single loaded Italian will drop 600 calories onto your unsuspecting diet. I have the full nutritional information on the screen and in the description below. If you want to pick one of these up a la carte, be prepared to shell out $6.89, or you can make it a medium combo for $11.49 before taxes in Georgia. According to Arby's own nutritional information, each one of these should be weighing in at 281 grams or 9.91 ounces, giving us a preliminary, and I do stress preliminary, middle road 70 cents an ounce, which we will of course verify later in the video when we do the Joe is Hungry weight test and calculate the actual out the door fast food price per ounce. Will Arby's live up to their own standards? Will they get it out of the window in a timely manner? Well, we're about to find out when we roll the drive-thru at Arby's in Cartersville, Georgia. Let's see how it goes.
Thank you for choosing Arbys. How can I help you?
I had a mobile order I just put in.
All right, dear. That's going to be a moment. Go ahead and come around.
Okay, thank you. How you been?
I'm good. It's going to be just a moment if you don't mind to pull forward.
Penalty box right there. Got it.
Thank you.
All right. I've got my loaded Italians. Let's pull off to the side and do the Joe is Hungry temperature test. Loaded Italian number 1 is 87.4 degrees Fahrenheit. Loaded Italian number 2 is 99.7 degrees Fahrenheit. Loaded Italian number 3 is 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. If you've been watching my channel, you know I like my temperatures at 140 degrees or above. Hotter is always better. Today, this has mostly cold ingredients. I think they got it warm enough just to melt the cheese. Hopefully so. So today, I can either give them a pass or a fail on the Joe is Hungry temperature test. Now it's time to move on to the next phase. Check the weights, examine the bill, head back to the studios and do the Joe is Hungry weight test. Well, Arby's, you got by on that temperature test. You had a lot of cold ingredients. I made an exception for that. Don't get used to it. Don't expect it anymore. The big question we have here is, can you make them all the same size? Can you live up to your own serving weights? Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's to take off for this packaging. In other words, set the tear on the scales. Loaded Italian number 1 is 10.26 ounces or 291 grams. Loaded Italian number 2 is 10.19 ounces or 289 grams. Loaded Italian number 3 weighs in at 10.58 ounces or 300 grams. Well, the difference between the heaviest and the lightest is less than 10% of the average weight of all three. So today, Arby's, you pass the Joe is Hungry consistency weight test. Well, Arby's, they do have serving weights in their nutritional information. And today, they actually exceed that. For once, today, Arby's, you pass the Joe is Hungry weight test, which leaves one more thing to do, and that's to add them all up, average them out, do the math, and that brings the price down from 70 cents down to a more reasonable 67 cents an ounce, which leads us on to the next test, the one and only, the Joe is Hungry big reveal. This is what it looks like in real life, and this is what they'd have you believe it looks like. This is what it really looks like when you get out of the drive-thru window, and this is what they'd like to make you think it's gonna look like. We've seen what it looks like, and we saw how much it was. Not a terrible price as far as what it looks like compared to its ad photos. Wow, not really much at all. Of course, Arby's is the ad photo puffing king, besides Burger King. Well, there's only really one more test to do here. Everybody knows what it is. It's the Joe is Hungry bite test. So it is. Bite test, engage.
So easy for me to say what I'm thinking. It's so obvious for you, my heart keeps beating. I don't mind. There's something about you that keeps me alive.
The bread was actually fresh and soft, but barely toasted and crushable, and really didn't hold up very well considering how wet the sandwich was. The garnishes seemed relatively fresh, and the banana peppers were crisp, crunchy, and very tart, and in my opinion, really helped the sandwich out a lot. The meats were well blended and had a nice flavor, and the Swiss cheese was actually barely detectable. The garlic aioli could be tasted, but easily could have been left off. With that being said, we need to look into the past, see what happened with Shadow Joe, and do the Joe is Hungry Sneak-a-Doodle Bite. Sneak-a-Doodle Bite number 1. Sneak-a-Doodle Bite number 2. You don't have one of these, do you? I've got fans. You're so full of yourself. Thank you, by the way, for sending that to me. Sneak-a-Doodle Bite number 3. There's definitely a lot of cold ingredients in it. I can taste the banana peppers. I can taste the meat. The bread doesn't seem to be very thoroughly toasted. It's kind of soggy. And I can taste that garlic aioli. Not too sure about that one. So let's go ahead and give this a score. If you don't know my scale is 1 to 10, 9 being the best. Anything above 9 is a once in a lifetime experience and almost never achieved. 5 and down is that slippery slope to the pits and depths of fast food hell. So let's go ahead and give this the number that it truly deserves. Arby's. Not a bad price point here today. And the flavor wasn't even that bad, thanks to the banana peppers. But it was a little bit small in my opinion. And it was kind of messy and fell apart if you didn't eat it right away. So today, I'm gonna have to go 5.8. That is my number. This is my review. And hopefully I will see you in the next video.